Coming up on the Get Loud podcast, let's start with the headliner.
Yes.
Jeremy Reaves is going to be
We
here.
got the man, the MILF, the legend.
You're going to want to hear what he has to say. We're going to talk about the best duos
Yes.
in pro football, from JD5 to Terry McLaurin
To Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
across the NFL. And then at the very end, you got to stick around because you have quite a take on college mascots.
Yes, I do, and you might not like what I have to say.
You will not like what he has to
Tune
say.
in.
How you doing, guys? Welcome to the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek. This summer, SeatGeek has your ticket to the best live concerts in the DMV at Northwest Stadium. SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of Northwest Stadium. Fred Smoot, the legend. I'm Michael Jenkins. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. How do you feel? Christmas Day. We haven't talked about this. Triple header in the NFL. Commanders and the Cowboys. Northwest Stadium. There are a lot of people have gone different ways. Like, do you like Christmas Day? Having football? Of course you do.
I'm going to say, I'm a football head. It ain't no day you can't give it to me. Like, I want it. I think it's the best of all time. Now, I have to, that you brought this up, I got to give Disco some love.
Okay.
All right, Disco off of the X, formerly known as Twitter.
Okay.
All right. He said, with the Commanders playing at home on Christmas, some fans are going to have to make some life decisions.
That's true.
All men are going to be trying to get to this game.
Yes.
I don't know if all moms are.
But those men, a lot of them have families. And mom is probably ruling the roost.
No, she going to rule the roost. So is it going to be some decisions have to be made?
Yes.
On Christmas? Because I feel like as a dad, where we really get up from is watching our kids open them gifts and be happy.
Sure.
I hate to report the news to you. The kids don't get happy like they used to. You know, when we got something,
man,
we was calling friends, can't believe it. I buy my kids the best gifts and they like, thanks, Dad. That's it. I'm like, I just want a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
what are you getting them? Like, hey, it's a industrial size cheese and crackers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the game is at 1 o'clock. If you're a smart parent, this is how you do things. Let your kids open the gifts at midnight. Huh? That's what I do. And let them open open the parents, at midnight. That gives you time to have Christmas breakfast. And by 1 o'clock, you in Northwest Stadium with your homeboys that did the same exact thing that you did. Pass this along to father. We're opening presents at midnight. I'll meet you at Northwest Stadium, 11 o'clock. Let's be honest. It's Washington Cowboys. Let's start there. It's Christmas. All right, the world is watching. All right, they're watching us single-handedly take Christmas away from the NBA. LeBron and them, Steph and them. What you got, Anna?
Oh, I was just going to say, I think you might be surprised by how many families want to go to Northwest Stadium.
Because it might be
Christmas.
a present. It might be a Christmas present.
Christmas present. And what better than to cap off your Christmas day with a game at Northwest Stadium watching the Commanders beat the Cowboys. How about that?
No, I'm with that. But for the guys that don't get that as a present.
Or ladies.
Ladies that don't get that as a present, for there's tickets to the game, they're sitting at home wrecking their brain figuring out how to get there.
Like, how do I make this
How do I make this work without getting divorced? That's the big thing. Like, how do I do this
without a lawsuit against me?
Yes. How do we both win here?
Yes.
And I just gave you the blueprint. I just gave you the blueprint to what needs to happen. All right? At the end of the day, none of us is perfect. But Christmas can be a perfect day for us all.
You just got to plan for it.
Everybody can get what they want. And I can say this, man. Your present giving this Christmas gonna dictate can you go to the game. You're gonna have to step it up.
You're gonna have to spend a little extra. Be very thoughtful.
Extra. If you want to break free for the rest of that day, your gift giving has to be impeccable. Your gift giving has to be ground shaking. All right? She been asking for that car for the last 5 years. You need to pull it in the driveway.
Don't say, I got you those house shoes you wanted. It's not going to fly.
That ain't going to do it this year. That ain't going to do it this year. Like, you're going to have to take it to the max. If you take it to the max, everything else will be forgiven. I've seen that work.
Oh, man. It's exciting nonetheless. Yeah. Cowboys, Commanders, Christmas Day, unbelievable. How about dynamic duos in the NFL? Because we have our own in JD5 and Terry McLaurin.
All right, we do.
As we know. And now Debo's here, so that's going to be huge. But,
Yeah.
JD5 and a pure receiver, you're talking about Terry McLaurin. We're talking about the best dynamic duos right now in the NFL. Because we'll see a lot of these guys this season.
And are we going straight quarterback and a wide receiver? Are we going quarterback and a running back? Because the best duo, quarterback, running back to me is Lamar Jackson
And Derrick Henry.
Nope. It could be Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley.
I would say quarterback receiver.
All right, let's go quarterback receiver.
Let's do both, quarterback receiver and quarterback running back.
You want to do both?
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
do both because I'd be
all right,
curious
all
to
right.
hear your thoughts.
It's hard to beat Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Joey B and Jamar are...
You talking about one of the best quarterbacks and could be the best receiver
Joe
in
Burrow
football?
could win the MVP this season.
All right, let's just say Joe Burrow is top 3.
Okay.
Jamar Chase is 1?
He's 2 at worst.
At worst.
At worst.
All right, so who could even compare to that? Would you say Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown?
I mean, AJ lifts them. Jalen is a very good quarterback, but I don't consider him an elite arm.
All right. So
Would you go Mahomes and Kelsey?
you can't speak football without Mahomes and Kelsey. But at this time, which Kelsey are we getting?
That's true. That's a good point.
Josh Allen got a running mate? No.
Khalil Mack? Not really.
No.
Because they just put it all on Josh.
I guess so. Would it be
Lamar and Zay Flowers? Zay isn't there yet. He got very good at the end of last year.
Yeah,
but that's not really there.
Yeah, it ain't really there. I would have to say the peak 2 might be Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
And all right, you're not gonna get J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson a chance.
I mean, Justin automatically elevates, but we haven't seen J.J. McCarthy pay a down in the NFL.
We have not.
So I feel like you can't put him in the conversation when you haven't played it down in pro football.
St. Brown, Jared
Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown is a good one.
All right, what about the Rams? What about Matthew Stafford?
Puka, and now they have
Devontae Adams.
That's pretty solid right there.
Now, I'm finna say now, it's some dudes out here. That's all I'm saying. All right, you got Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray. You got C.J. Stroud and
Stephon left.
Stephon left. They got the other big receiver.
Tank?
Nope, from Michigan.
Why am I drawing a blank here?
I'm drawing a blank too. Don't worry. It must be these margaritas we drink.
These drinks are. Yeah. I've had this for the last couple hours. This is delicious.
I'm gonna say, it could be, but
where would you put Dak and CD?
Oh, I think I'm a Bulldog, right?
I do know.
All right, and Dak is my Bulldog brethren. So you don't hear me really say bad things about Dak.
I mean, Dak is a very good quarterback.
Not great.
No, Right. He's not elite. He is a very good quarterback.
Very good quarterback. And I think that what brings them down a peg.
His playoff failures are really what brings him down.
Can't go without saying, because our quarterback been here for 1 year. I already got more playoff wins. I already got deeper in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. It's already there. So I ain't giving Dak no excuse on that one. But I think they rank pretty. I think they'll be top 10 when you say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top 10, but I think they're where it stops at. I think that's where the bus stops at. But it's a lot of good parents out here. But I think when it comes to running back, it gets no better than Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
I feel like those are top 2 with a bullet.
That's without saying. Nobody else can compare to them. Now, there's some other good running backs out there. People be like, why not Justin Love? Love in Green Bay. Mm-hmm. And Jacobs. Like, Jacobs is one of the better running backs in the league.
Josh Jacobs, yeah.
Yeah. So it's hard to say.
No, you're good.
All right, what about Michael Penix and Bijan Robinson?
Bijan for sure, but don't we need more of a sample size on Michael Penix Jr.?
We do, but I think
could be.
I've been saying.
If you're looking ahead,
could
be right there.
Bucky Irvin.
Bucky Irvin's a hell of a player. Yes, he can.
Right.
I mean, what about Baker and Mike Evans?
Why not Baker and Mike Evans?
That's what I'm saying. That's another good one.
Mike Evans is Hall of Fame.
He's a Hall of Famer, yes.
And I love Baker. Baker, the touchdown maker.
I mean, I don't like him, obviously. He went to Oklahoma. I don't like him.
I understand. I remember when he He grabbed that thing and stuck it in there.
We got him
stuck
now.
that flag in
We
it.
got him now.
Yeah,
we got him.
I'm just saying
Falling
that.
behind.
He's Oklahoma through and through.
Yes, he is.
He's Oklahoma through and through. All I'm saying is I love Baker because he's that little engine that could. And
Yeah, he found a way.
And I'm always pulling for that football player.
Also, we got Jeremy Reaves coming up. Have I said that? Oh, my God.
Listen, I love me some Jeremy Reaves. Right?
Just a class act all the way around.
All the
and
way.
just a stud football player.
Good energy.
Yeah. Let's pay some bills.
Is it me paying them bills?
You want to pay some bills?
I pay some
Yeah.
bills, Drinks on me. MWAA. We don't travel to escape life. We travel so life doesn't escape us. We dream of any place anywhere in the world, and in the blink of an eye, we're there. That's the wonder of flight. All you have to do is decide where to. Dulles International Airport. Let your imagination soar. Book your adventure today at flydulles.com/nonstop.
Beautiful.
All right. And the Get Loud podcast is brought to you by Bet365, official sports betting partner of the Washington Commanders. Bet on a range of NFL markets with the Bet365 app. Craft your own personalized bet slip with Parlay. Access thousands of games with live streaming. Place your bet before the match or bet during the game. It's up to you. Download the Bet365 app today and join 80 million members worldwide. Age 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Virginia. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Colorado University.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then Colorado, I had to laugh about this because you know how you just scrolling up the IG.
Yes.
Scrolling up the internet, the Facebook, the book of faces, whatever. And then Colorado, was that Oklahoma that turned over the wagon?
Oh, that's Oklahoma.
That's Oklahoma. We don't have a wagon. We have a buffalo.
I know y'all got the
But
big buffalo.
sometimes people do lose. I think the
Ralphie?
buffalo, somebody let Ralphie go one time on accident. So only one person was hanging on to
dragging
Ralphie.
it. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Thankfully, it sounds like no one was hurt, but we have some pretty funny Ralphie mishaps. But this Ralphie's a little bit smaller.
Is she a girl?
She is.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you do a boy Ralphie, it's already a little
Rambunctious
risky
as it
with
is.
a girl
it's
Ralphie.
already, you know what? Live mascots.
They're the best.
No, they not. Listen to me.
Ralphie, I'm sorry. Ralphie was the best part of CU football games when we were bad.
I'm going to say, if
that's
that's
what
the
you
best
need.
part of y'all game, that says everything. What I'm saying is, LSU got this thing with that tiger they got.
Yeah.
And when you play them, as the opposing team, they push the cage by your door. So you walk out the door and it's a tiger right there,
That's
right?
sick. But also, Jakes, you can't be
Oh,
anti-live
no, I'm all about the live
You're-
mascot. When
you
I
got
see Bevo, I get
yeah.
hyped. I'm like, man,
But
get
he's-
Bevo off those meds and let him go after somebody.
Hey, but guess what? He livestock. That's something that we domesticated. That's something that a farmer touches that
Ralphie
every
was
day.
rescued, for the record. She was a rescue. Her mother
From
abandoned
Mother
her.
Nature?
No, her mother abandoned her, so we saved her.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyways, that's a good thing. It's a good thing what we did.
We got a bulldog, right? Bully.
Correct.
Bully is our guy. It's already a domesticated dog. It's the wild animals that I think I have a problem with.
What if you had a wild animal as one of your mascots, though?
I still be like, no.
I mean, it's kind of awesome when you're like, look at that.
No. All right, I'm going to tell you what really threw me out in the SEC. We going to play Auburn, right? I'm like, yeah, Tigers. They're like, no, War Eagle. I'm like, how many mascots y'all got? Next thing you know, pregame, an eagle swoops down into the stadium. The dude catches it on his arm. They start chanting water. Y'all like, what am I seeing right here? All right? Let that eagle free. That ain't even y'all mascot. Y'all are Tigers. All right? Now, if you Florida and you happen to have a gator, I find that very similar to the Longhorn. Right? Your surroundings say this animal gonna be with people regardless if you like it or not. All right? So I don't feel like think about if Georgia Tech just had a hive of Walsh Yellow Jackets.
Oh, my.
That's the mascot.
What if you just let them loose?
Yeah,
in the
they just
crowd? Hope you're not allergic.
Yeah, just Yellow Jackets everywhere. Like, so at one point we have to stop this.
I just think within reason, it's a great addition. It's a great addition within reason.
That's what I love
to
about
the game
college
day
football.
experience.
It's
yeah.
it's so unique to college football.
All right, what if Oregon had a duck?
Don't they?
That'd be cute. They probably do. That's their
They
like
have
kind
to,
of their
right?
vibe. They do
don't-
that.
I have never seen Oregon pull out a duck. All right. Now, all right. Man mascots versus animals. Who's the best?
Animals.
I enjoy the USC Trojan dude that come out there and stick that sword in. I enjoyed it. All I'm saying.
Right.
All I'm saying.
I mean, when I see Hookem, like the guy in a mascot, and he's like, "Oh, let's go horns," I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." But then when I see a guy score a touchdown and he runs close to B1, he's like, "I gotta slow down. This guy might kill me." Stab me in the chest. I'm like, "That's so much."
I have to say the horns are like,
yeah, amazing.
They're out there. All right. See, Texas A&M.
Come on,
The Aggie.
they have a dead dog scoreboard. You know that, right?
They got what?
When people, it's caught on over the past few years. When people
This Texas hate
no, I
gotta
swear
stop.
to God, I swear to God, look this up. They have a collie, right? Revelate, right? So they have this. I swear to God, this is why people think Texas A&M is such a cult, which of course I do think it is.
Yeah.
But they have a graveyard where
all the dogs.
all of the dogs, the Revelates, are buried, and they keep a scoreboard up during games so that the dead dogs can keep track of how A&M is doing during a game.
No wonder y'all beat them all the time.
It's a little weird. I have to say. A little strange.
I totally understand. It's weird when I have to play against Georgia and they like, here go Bully, and they be like, here go Ugga.
Right.
Who got
You're like, oh, you're just talking because you don't like. I'm like, yes, but also it's weird.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I understand, but I respect Clemson because they don't have a tiger on their campus.
Oh, do they not? I mean, I know LSU does.
LSU is the only one with a live tiger. Like nobody else has a live tiger.
Because they're crazy in Louisiana.
Baylor has a bear.
Baylor does have a bear. Small bear.
Yeah.
Very small black bear.
They should not have a bear.
They should have a full-grown, like, 10-foot
They should not have a bear. They should not have a bear. They're just like playing South Carolina and they bring out a rooster.
Do they bring out a rooster?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Now, do they might have one? You know they the Gamecocks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right, Tennessee Volunteers, and they got the old hound dog.
Oh, yeah.
They got the like. We can go on and on about these mascots.
Yes.
Worst mascot in college. I hate to do this to Virginia Tech. I hate to do this
Oh,
to
you calling the Hokies out?
I hate to do this to Virginia
Hokie,
Tech.
Hokie
I
High.
know I live in their backyard.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I got to.
Don't do it. Not
I got
here.
to. Em.
Don't do it, Fred.
I'm gonna do it.
I
Check
think
this out. The Hokies are the worst. First of all,
Fred, you're gonna get so much hate for this.
Imagine being a football player, and I want you to feel the turkey. The turkey can't bring us together. All right, I can't band with a bunch of brothers. Let's band together because we are dogs. Like when we say dogs at Mississippi State, we are dog. I got dog inside of me. What is the turkey gonna do? Huh? That's it. Like, it's not threatening. It's not threatening. Like, what if I call Jinx and be like, if you come in my yard, Jinx, I'm gonna let this turkey out on you. You know what Jinx do in my yard? Start breaking down. He don't care about no turkey. All I'm saying is, who said from henceforth, our mascot will be a turkey?
I don't know.
A game bird.
A game bird?
Not even an eagle. Like, not a vulture. I would have took a vulture. A vulture is a dangerous bird.
They're gross,
I would have took a crane. Even the Miami Hurricane crane look cooler than that turkey. All right? At what point do we hit this field and I say, you know what? God, I'm finna do this for the turkeys. At no point. The only one that I know physically that's worse than Virginia Tech is in Mississippi.
Okay.
Delta State, and you'll never guess they mascot.
No, I don't know Delta State.
Fighting okra.
The okra?
They got an okra with his hands up like this. The fighting okra of Delta State is the only one that I find worse than Virginia Tech.
Do you see Metallica play Enter Sandman at Lane Stadium?
I understand the end of the Sandman. I understand that. But I don't think that's going to bring me together.
Okay.
They can't bring me together.
I thought it was freaking cool, man. I'd
rather be a Cavalier.
Oh, my God. Guys, let's talk about SeatGeek for a second. Oh, yeah. Jeremy Reaves coming up here.
Yes, we are.
So, if you're not into the Virginia Tech hate, you can get into the love for Jeremy Reaves. Oh, you're going to get it in the comments.
They feel how I feel. They just won't say nothing. Tell them Fred Smoot sent you.
Tell them Fred Smoot sent you. Michael Jenkins did not send you. Fred Smoot did, though. Guys, this summer, SeatGeek has your ticket to the best live concerts in the DMV at Northwest Stadium. SeatGeek makes it easy to catch world-conquering tours and high-wattage performances from all of your favorite artists all summer long. SeatGeek has the best seat, your seat for an unforgettable summer, from rock royalty to rap superstars, R&B to country. Find it all on SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of Northwest Stadium. Summer concert season officially starts with SeatGeek, and our off-season starts now with the great Jeremy Reaves.
Let's do it.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Special guest
All
out of
pro?
nowhere. How about this? All pro Jeremy Reaves in the
Yeah,
house. Let's
there
go.
we go.
Let's go.
Appreciate
We
it.
in the house.
Appreciate you.
One of my favorites.
I would say this is a fan favorite. How does it feel to be? I feel like if you are a special teams leader, like that's one of the ultimate signs of respect, because anyone who plays the game knows, oh, if you're doing it on special teams, you're a football player.
All us play special teams. Offensive, defense, it don't matter. So if you could be one of the best out of that group, that makes you special.
No doubt. It's an honor, man. And, I kind of equate it to like just, the common world, right? It's like, I think that's why everybody kind of identifies with it, because it's no different than like a 9 to 5. You got a mixture of everybody from different backgrounds, different places, and now you got to work together to make, things work. So like, it's kind of no different than like, what the everyday person goes through in their life. So I think it's a cool experience to just be able to go out there and lead a great group of men, towards a common goal.
The funny thing I love about the special teams coach, because I had Danny Smith, who's at Pittsburgh now. He was my special team coach. And I was in there talking to Danny one day. He was like, you know what, special team coaches, we should get all the love. I was like, why you say that? He say, think about it. Offensive coaches, they deal with 35 players.
Right.
Defensive coaches deal with 35 players.
Right.
We deal with 65 players. And all the personalities, and we ask them to do something that they probably don't want to do.
Right.
So I always said, my special team coaches, they have to be more a people person than the rest of the coaches. How you feel about that?
No, that's facts. That's facts. You got to be able to, as a special teams coach, and Izzo does a great job of it, now Snyder too, like, you have to be able to relate to the entire team.
Yeah.
Not just a singular group on the team, right? Like, it's so many different personalities, right? Like, you have a field goal block meeting, and then you got a field goal meeting, and then you go to kickoff and kickoff return, and then, like, it's two totally different bodies, two totally, like, on kickoff, I would be next to a tight end.
Yeah.
Right? And then on the other side, I got like a linebacker. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, like, you got all different types of people, personalities, and it's all blended into one thing. So the leader of that group definitely has to have a sense of, you got to be personable. You got to be able to mix with everybody. And, like, that's part of our job, too, as the players, is, like, we also got to be able to do that, too.
Here go the thing I love about it. I've watched y'all go from some dark times to some bright times.
Right.
All right. How does that transition feel? Because I have been in this building where we won good at a certain time, but we still fighting. We still fighting. Things just ain't going our way. And I've been in here when we had some good times, and we on a roll, and can't nobody stop us. Take us through that transition and kind of get a fan base just a look inside of emotionally how that feels. Because to me, it was draining.
I kind of talked about it a little bit in the little article I did for the Players Tribune, but like in a short, explanation of it.
Yeah.
The title said it all. It was long, tunnel, bright light.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it in a non-graphic way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's like what it is, man. It's like I've been here since 2018.
Yeah.
Right. So like this is my third coaching staff. It's my second owner. It's my second GM.
Your third name.
Third team name.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we've had 30 quarterbacks probably in that time frame.
Yeah.
So, like, I've seen it all, right? I've seen every ebb and flow of here, right? Like, so I've experienced the really bad, where I've won 2 games, and then I just experienced a 12-win season, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, the emotional toll of the early part was draining, like you said.
It's draining.
It's tough, man, because it's like the competitor in me is going to show up and fight every day.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how I'm built.
Yeah, but you're not getting rewarded.
Right, but it's like you show up and you're consistent and you keep doing the same thing every day and you're not getting rewarded. And then, like, you got to still come up here the next day and do that same routine over again.
Yeah, emotionless.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I remember, like, going home, and this offseason compared to the previous offseason, like, I would be drained those previous off seasons. Mentally, physically, spiritually. I
had to take time off. Had to like get away from family.
Get away from all of it.
Yeah.
Like, you go into that cave that they
that
talk
shell.
about. Yeah,
you're just looking out of there. You don't see number 2 eyes.
Right. And this off season, like, it was different. Like, it was a different aura. I remember going back home and everybody was just like, man, y'all one game away from the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
the big game.
That pissed me off, low-key.
I feel you, man. 4 quarters away from, like, the biggest game in your life.
Right.
Like, I understand, but I can see where you say the difference is, like, we duck our head to just, I just want to be alone, try to figure this out. And then you get home and they putting you on their shoulder and they reward you. And that's addictive. That's addictive to watch them watch you in the biggest show of your life.
100%. I mean, I had my entire time pretty much watching that NFC Championship game, right? Like, everybody. Yeah. I'm the only one that's playing at that time that's from there. So, like, it was a cool experience to, like, just be in that moment, right? And just be able to experience that moment. I had never experienced. That's the biggest game of my life.
Yeah,
you know
most definitely. I ain't had a game that size.
Right,
I got to the first level. We got to the first level of the playoffs. Always end up battling with either Tampa. Seattle.
Right.
And we end up losing those games. So I never transitioned to that NFC Championship.
Right.
Take us there. Take us to Detroit. All right, we'll start there. Yeah.
That was probably the most entertaining game that I've played in. And I ain't have I had a slow game.
Yeah.
The boys was eating.
Yeah.
Like, the boys was eating.
Yeah.
But, like, that's one of them games where you just kind of, like, you sit back and you just take it all in. Like, man, I had to go through all that over those years to get to this moment right here.
Right here.
And, like, you ever been in a game where you just walk into a week and you just like, we gonna win this game?
I hadn't been into these games. I hadn't been in a game where you was never nervous.
It was never. Like, it was just like, that was probably the most calm, cool, collected our team has been the whole year.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why is because nobody thought we was going to be there,
for
one.
Yeah.
And second, like, nobody thought we were going to win that game.
Yeah, because Detroit was the anointed one.
Right, 100%. And it's like the saying that we have, anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
Like, that's where that come into play. It don't matter who it is, where it's at, or what time it is. It's like, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Right? This is who we are. And so, man, I remember just sitting back. I'm chilling, man. I'm like, man, like, we about to win this game.
Yeah.
And to go out there and win in that fashion, going into the NFC Championship game, you couldn't have told me we weren't going to a Super Bowl. I promise you. I remember, like, that was the toughest part about it because you play so strong the week before.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't tell me.
We ain't gonna finish what we started.
Right,
yeah.
100%. And so, like, the most disheartening part about that was, like, once we got to the NFC Championship game, watching the tape, it seemed like the moment was too big for us. And that was the most frustrating part because it wasn't.
I don't feel like it was too big for y'all. Yeah.
It wasn't. From watching the tape, it looks like it was, but it wasn't, man.
Yeah.
We just didn't play our normal style of football. And in the games like that where they really matter, every possession, every inch, everything matters. You can't have blow-up games like that. You can't. It's just not. That's not. You can't win like that.
Yeah, but you got. I think when you can step back and take the emotion out of it, you look at a team that Philadelphia had just been there the year before
100%.
and the year before that.
Right.
We was the new kids on the block. I think this year, when I look at this schedule, this is rich man problems right here.
Facts.
This is what you get when you win 12 games.
What's it, eight primetime games, I think.
We got 5 I think we got 5 or 6 primetime games, but we got 2 TBD. All right, so basically primetime games.
Right, flex.
All right, I got to ask you about this one because you're going to Madrid, Spain. All right, I hear you don't really like flights.
That ain't my forte. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't, man. Right.
How you looking forward to that?
Flight aside, I'm excited, man. Like, it'll be my first time. My fiance been trying to get me to go out of the country for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, listen, I ain't trying to take that flight. I can't do it. But this will be the first time I go out of the country. So this will be the first time I actually experience experienced the world.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A different side of the world that I've been used to seeing. I've been West Coast, been East Coast, been, Northwest, all that. So, like, this will be the first time where I actually go get to see the world and go see different people, different culture, different food.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it, man, because it's like, that's a trip that, like, hey, it's a free trip that not everybody gets to do in their life.
Yeah.
Right? And I get to do it doing the thing that I love to do, right? So, like, that's a win-win in itself.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. They're going to have to give me something to on that plane.
They're going to have to knock you out and wake you up?
Yeah, they're going to have to, man. That's in mid-season, week 11, week 12?
Yeah.
So it's
you got time to prepare for this.
It's going to be windy here, which means that flight out of here going to be bumpy. And then we got to fly across a whole bunch of water.
Yes. I think it's like I think 9-10 hours. Anna, you just went 9-10 hours. How long is the flight? You just left Madrid. That's not a bad.
Okay, that made me feel a little better because
Let me ask you this, because when you're talking about a Madrid game, you're talking about primetime games. This is something that a year ago would not have been a thought.
Yeah.
A lot of that has to do with culture and DQ and what he said. Talking to Coach Simmons a couple days ago, and he said something I thought was really interesting, which is, yeah, the culture is set, but now the players handle that.
Yeah.
Like, we pass that on to the younger kids. So what does that look like now that you guys are all on the same page?
We set our standard, right? We
Yeah.
have a commander's way of doing things. Like, we have our own mantra of, like, this is how we going to get down, right? And so when we get rookies in, when we get new guys that come in, like, the guys that have been here, which was the cool part about it, and I told DQ this when I came back, I was like, man, it's dope that we kept the core of what we built last year here, because now you have just the piggyback effect of, okay, we've set this last year, and all of the guys who pretty much set it are still here. All right, now we don't have to teach it to a bunch of new people. Now we just implement what we already know, add tweaks to it, whatever. So, like, when we have that standard, like, this is how we get down. You either get with it, or you just won't be here.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like, and that's how we operate, right? And so it's an accountability thing. And, like, once we have that leadership, those guys that step into that role, right, now the coaches is player mandated. The best teams.
I mean, that's the way you want it.
That's
I was
what
about
you
to
want
say,
it.
the
That's
best
it.
teams that I've ever seen, been on, experienced, have always been player ran. The guys who run the locker room, hold each other accountable, because like, if your guy next to you is holding you accountable, it's not personal.
Yeah.
We're all trying to win.
That's just the way
Right.
it is.
Winning in this business helps everybody.
Yes.
People get jobs, people get paid.
Yeah.
Like, that's the effect of
It's
it.
the catalyst.
Right. So, like, understanding that I'm not telling you this to attack you.
Yeah.
I want you to win.
This is the best way forward for everybody.
Yes.
100%.
Right.
And, like, me especially, like, I had to get it in this league the hard way. So, like, I want the next man to not have to earn it the way I had to earn it. So if I can give you some free game and it's just like, hey, this is how we get down, and that sets you up in a better position than I was in, I did my job.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that, right? Because bigger picture-wise, if I'm helping him, he's helping us.
Yeah.
So that's the cool part about, like, when you get to that space now where it's like player ran, it's like understanding that every guy's got your best interest. And, like, I want you to win just as bad as you want to win, right? Even though we're competing, we're going against each other. This might be the same guy in my room.
Yeah.
We might be competing for a job.
Yeah.
But, like, listen, like, if I can maximize you to get you to your full potential, then, like, we're going to be at full potential. And, like, we're going to go further, So, like, that's the cool part about this business that's probably different from every other job.
Yeah.
Right? It's competition, but, like,
It's a brotherhood.
Right, yeah.
But the end game is the same.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
we're all in this for the same thing.
100%. Egos aside, pride aside, take all that out of it, man.
Yep.
We're trying to win. I want to win.
Yeah.
I care about winning more than I care about statistics and Pro Bowls and all that other stuff. Winning takes care of everything. DQ say it all the time. Like, that's a fact.
Hey, when something stink, winning is the deodorant.
Facts.
That's just
Facts.
what it is.
Facts.
And here go, like, when I look at this schedule, it says y'all won last year, so now everybody want to see the new toy.
Right.
Now, one game that me and Jinx we've been going back and forth about is the Christmas game, because of course Jinx don't want to work that day. That's how you feel. All I see is that's star power.
Right.
Like that means the world is watching you.
100%.
Right? And it's against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's against the the damn Cowboys.
Yeah.
Hey, he feel like, because you're a big NBA guy, you feel
Well,
like
it's like this is old school. This is old head talk to it. Like, it used to be like
The
the
NBA
NBA
was
was
the
on
Christmas Day
Christmas,
game.
you know.
we're taking everything
but the
from the
NFL
NBA.
is
Didn't the
now.
ratings take over? The NFL ratings were better last year?
I mean,
that's
I
what
will
I
say,
thought.
Roger Goodell
Jim?
knows what he's doing. Like, you can say what you want, but he's slowly taking
playing
over
the game.
everything. It's
He
like that's why
understanding
LeBron got on camera. He's like, just so you know, like, the NBA still belongs to
no, he
Christmas.
was salty. It still belong to us. No, it doesn't.
It's okay, man. Listen, the world want to see football.
Thank you.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it's just what it is, Like, when you got Jaden Daniels playing on a Christmas Day or Pat Mahomes or Lamar.
Yeah.
People want to watch that game.
Why not? Open my presents, eat my food, and watch these guys play football.
December is playoff football anyway.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's a fact. So, like, most of the time, those games matter a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, people don't want to watch that. Sorry. I mean,
But not Jinx, because Jinx will be somewhere watching 40-year-old LeBron.
Are you kidding me? I'm going to be
I'm
with you
just
on
saying.
game day.
Yeah, we'll be here.
We'll be right here.
That's the thing about it. All right, so I know it's too early to say this, but on game day, we usually have to stay in the room. I wonder if coach going to let y'all kind of be a tweener at home, because it is Christmas.
Nah, I guarantee you I know how it'll probably go.
Yeah.
The day before will be Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve will be Christmas.
Yeah, all right.
We'll open gifts. Because my fiance will probably work Christmas Day knowing that I'm going to be, well, no, she won't because we play. So she definitely won't work.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do Christmas Day, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then go to the hotel after.
Yep.
And we'll stay there and then we'll play. And then, I mean, what time is the game Christmas Day? It's probably an afternoon game.
I think it's 1.
No, it's a 1 o'clock game.
Okay,
you go.
so
You'll
you
be
got
home by
Christmas.
5:30.
You got 6 o'clock.
That's 6 o'clock.
Christmas
like
night.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Christmas night. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can still get Christmas night. You know?
And you know, if Santa bringing off W's, I'm fine with that.
Listen, I'm good with that. I could not have a gift under a tree. If I get a W, that's a gift for me.
That's all
That's
I'm
a
saying.
bar, actually. That was a bar.
When you look ahead, you still have a lot of football to play, but I feel like you are someone serious who has something to say. And players, name recognition or not, don't always have something to say. Like, oh, you have something to say, you have some insight that I really want to listen to. Is that something you've thought about way down the line?
As far as like insight as to
It being part of the media.
No, yeah, most definitely. This job waiting on you.
Man, I done got I've been told twice I need to get media A, and I've been told I need to be a coach. I'll cross that bridge when I get
Okay, fair enough.
Let me help you, Jay. All right. The coaching thing, because of course all of us get approached after football about coach.
Right.
I told him, coaching is more time than playing.
100%.
All right, now, so are you willing to divulge that time?
Man.
Now, the one thing about the media, we get to talk about a game.
Right.
It's a lot easier to talk about a game
Right.
before, after, do podcasts than it is to coach. I think the coaching is a very intense, time laboring thing. Like you say, cross that thing and get there. But when I was playing, I was already telling the media, I'm coming.
Right.
I hope y'all know one of y'all jobs.
We knew that for sure. It's like, as soon as Smoot's done, the next day he's going to show up.
Yeah, I'm coming. Like, I'm coming to talk.
I don't know, man. I definitely got the personality to do it.
Yes, you do.
And my parents paid for all that school for me to go be able to talk in front of a camera. But it's just, man, I don't know, man. I've thought about it a lot. I think my biggest thing is I'm probably going. I told my fiance this. We were talking about. I'll probably go back home and coach high school ball. Like, I feel like the kids need it now more.
Yeah.
So like for somebody that did it, walked it, talked it, understood it.
Yep. That's where everything's leading to right now. Yeah.
So
most definitely.
I'll definitely do something like we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll convene here in about 10 years.
You got options. You got options.
Well, I tell you what, man, it's been a real pleasure. Thanks for stopping by. Best of luck this season. We'll talk to you again.
Absolutely.
You can always tell when you're around a DB, can't you? We just a different breed.
Yes. I just sit down. I'm like, I'm just going to sit back and watch.
Nah, no doubt, man. I appreciate
you
y'all.
coming,
I appreciate
bro.
you, absolutely. Thank you.
I mean,
can't get no
as
better
good
than
as
that.
it gets. That's exactly what
I
I
was
was
say,
going to say.
can't get no better than that. I'm sorry. That's one of the best interviews we've had.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And he does have a future in the media.
No, he's going to be in the
Yeah,
media.
he's gonna
I'm
be a
going to
star.
steer him that way.
Absolute star. We have a couple of stars. Dan Colco, Ryan Zimmerman.
Yes.
Coming here next week.
Zim is DC. Like when you say DC Sports, Zim has to be on that Rushmore.
Oh, yeah.
He has to be on there.
I mean, the face of this franchise from the start, got his ring as he deserves.
I'm finna say, they brought baseball back to DC.
Yeah, Dan's a fantastic guy. So they'll be here next week. And then on the 29th at the Admiral, DuPont Circle, as Anna put in the rundown.
There will be the Conerly Challenge. I will be
promised.
doing it. I'll be doing it in front of the fans. I think I got one more play in me, Jinx. We will see.
This is one of those things that could not end well.
I'm telling people this could not end well.
It's not easy.
You might not have Get Live for 2 weeks after that.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, this is not automatic.
Right. I saw someone say, oh, this is easy, and they just got up off their knees. I'm like, no.
You got to pop up.
You got to pop up.
And start to
And then to move backwards, yeah.
Yeah, this won't be easy.
If I popped up, like my bones might shake, I wouldn't be able to move back.
I'm just asking for prayer. That's it. I'm
He's
just
playing
asking
for Fred Smoot.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
and you said we're going to have merch as well, and maybe you'll bring a special guest because it's going to be a special live show.
We're going to bring a special guest, most definitely. And you got to be there to see who the guest is.
Yeah.
You got to come to the place.
Got to come out. The Admiral DuPont Circle, that is on the 29th, Anna? Late pod, 7 o'clock?
And I promise that secret guest will not be my big back friend, Sean Springs. It's going to be somebody else.
It's going to be a guest, but it's not going to be Sean. That's going to do it for this edition of the Get Loud podcast. We're going to see you guys soon. That's the great Fred Smoot. I'm Michael Jenkins.
Deuce.
703 726
The views and opinions expressed by our podcast guests and or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Washington Commanders or any of their representatives.